everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. The stakes have been raised here in the wild card round as it's time to win or get an early start on the offseason. It's the Panthers going up against the Giants. With that, let's get up to MetLife Stadium as we welcome in our guys, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Carolina Panthers and the New York Giants. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And he'll give it here to his running back. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. 66 yards. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. The first play from scrimmage. Some of these people haven't even taken their seat.
That's what is commonly known as a fast start. That's what my horse racing friends would say. They caught a flyer out of the gate. And guess what? They're in the lead now.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They go play action here on first down. And his first look is incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and that'll bring up second down. So here's the starting 11, and the human highlight reel, Odell Beckham Jr., watch out for him.
One of the few guys in the league that gets you and I out of our hotel rooms early to get here for pregame warm-ups and watch him go through his routine. He's absolutely amazing catching the football.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down. And the starting defense here for the Panthers.
Sheldon Richardson's talent is absolutely immense. And when he plays on the defensive line, it's a difficult task to block him. 3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. About them just taking it. Big-time John. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And if this offense is going to flow today, certainly the running back will be a key piece.
Without a doubt, because they ask their runner to not just do that, but to block, to catch, to help set a tone for their offense.
Second and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Go. Back 99. Here we go.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. First down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Let's go. Back down to that belly. Here we go.
And the tight end goes in motion left. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And we look now at the defense for the Giants.
Jonathan Hankins is a run-stuffing defensive tackle. He creates a pile-up with each and every snap.
Second down, and the offense in search of 6 yards.
Here we go now. Green. Here we go.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here we go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's caught at the 3. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And to give this time to the tailback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Stonewalled on 2nd down. Now let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal from the 2.
Hurry up. Watching now. Marty. Back down.
They'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's 4th.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. They come out here in the eye.
All right, now look at 56. Back down to that belly. Here we go.
It's a quarter. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. It's their quarterback taking it in. And the Panthers add on to their lead. So they went for it from the 1 on 4th and goal, and they got it done.
Is this the new NFL?
This is the new NFL.
This is the updated NFL, and I like it. I know that quarterbacks across the league have spent the entire offseason and even during the season lobbying their coaches to go for it more on 4th down. Let's go get it. Because nowadays, you've got to score points to win games in the NFL. You can't just rely on your defense to hold them.
I think the quarterbacks want to eliminate field goals inside of 30 yards, probably.
Well, listen, they have enough confidence in themselves that they can call plays and make plays that they won't need those field goals inside the 30.
3-19. Detroit. Gone.
They go back to the air here after the INT. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the first down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
Now let's go. Green. Gone. All right, now look at 53. 19.
A first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time. It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. They'll look to throw here. Underneath for Johnson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with the football here as we begin. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front seven. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Carolina getting set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
Let's go. Green, 39 Philly. Here we go. Now, Barney. Let's go. Green. Watching now, Barney.
Second and 10. He'll look to throw again. Now they go screen. It's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball takes the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that. That's why they're able to get to him on it.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And it goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. On fourth down, here's Pat McAfee to kick it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And it's fielded at the 34. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
All right, here we go. Blue, 90. Blue.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Over the middle to Beckham. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend. No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
And he finds a man on the crossing route. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, he picks up additional yardage after it.
It's caught by OBJ. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And those first downs do add up. The offense keeps the ball moving downfield and keeps their defense on the bench, giving them a chance to rest.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on 1st and goal. They'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Still in search of the first down after that last completion. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So 3 points is the outcome, but probably not what they're looking for given the drive that they were on.
Yeah, things were looking good. You had it 1st and goal, but then the offense sputters a bit, and they're forced to settle for a field goal.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Carolina getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
Second down to the offense, needing 5 yards. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll work his way forward up to the 22. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the...
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So just 1 yard to go here on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Smart approach there, using the run to pick up the first. And that was a defensive setup they prepared for this week, knowing that keeping it on the ground was the best way to attack it.
And that means also that they're able to read them pretty well. All the things they prepared for, when they get to the line of scrimmage, they see it in pre-snap recognition and know exactly how to attack based on their planning and preparation.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wild card matchup, as we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Here we go now. Green 3.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy. And the Panthers bring in their nickel set as they try to defend here on third down.
5 defensive backs. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
The best passing attacks in the NFL often incorporate the guys out of the backfield catching the football. And that's what we just got on that play. As a primary receiver, not always just a check down, not always a safety valve. Sometimes they just get it to them right away because they have the matchup advantage.
The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And it's second down. 10 yards still left on second down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Partner, I think the easy thing now would be to just abandon the run and start throwing the football at all costs. But I've been in so many games where it doesn't work running the ball, and then something pops, and now you get something going. I'm not so sure to just abandon your game plan this early in the second half. When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. Here comes the D swarming to the line. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
Let's go. 3:19.
Now back to throw. He's got and he is going to be wrapped up and slung to the turf. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Let's go.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. So he makes the grab, and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Going to give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And he will find his man on the end route, complete. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
So 2nd down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd.
Let's go. Blue line.
They go to Johnson again. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They come up in an offset eye. Now it's his carry for Johnson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he's a big factor in the run game. No gain.
And his throw here is incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And it's 3rd down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. Here's Brad Wing now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Here we go now. Gun. All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that. And that really chips away at your confidence.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
No. Check. Patriot. All right, here we go. Green 39.
Motion fake. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And avoids the contact by sliding. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. First down, he'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. 20 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be first down, Panthers.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. It's a gain of 21 that time. And it'll be a Carolina first. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. The play clock's running down. They're going to look to throw. Flush. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now out come the Giants. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. Wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it. Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude. But I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Well, there really wasn't much there, but a completion is a completion. A tough third down awaits them.
Offense in a little bit of a bind here. 9 yards to go on third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. They'll look to throw here on first down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up in the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Taking it about the 16. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And that will come the offense as they take over. New York set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Time starting to run out here in the 4th. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. On 3rd down, Johnson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got the stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know, they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing.
Now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now a handoff here to his running back. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. That'll be their second, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Seven yards remain now on 3rd down. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is Lamar Miller. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left, and this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Back to throw. And this is Shepard on the catch. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. So we've got a 2nd and 5. He's back to throw. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break from inside to outside.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 23 yards on the play. Really excellent job there, just going up and getting it.
Brandon, I'm a defender. I shouldn't be this excited, but what a play by the receiver downfield to elevate and make the catch.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. That's a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
Back to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Now it looks like they might be expecting a pass, an extra DB in on 3rd and goal.
That's how the game has changed. Now we think pass first, even if...
And he gets in just in the nick of time, so they get the touchdown they need. Now they need a 2-point conversion to tie it.
Well, the play caller certainly can't enjoy that touchdown because he's got to dial up a 2-point play that can tie things up.
The touchdown saved their playoff lives momentarily. Now for the 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.